I've been told by the vegetarian what a horrible person I am and that I'm not compassionate. This was an answer to why am I saying anything about Nityananda when he's saying to go out and commit a dharma and that you'll be blessed for it. So since people here eat meat, that means I'm a horrible person and I shouldn't say anything. But like I said to him, and I will say it again, I'm dealing with people that are in the midst of Kundalini, and the meat is needed to ground and to balance. And this is why in India, in the Kali Mandirs, they still have goat sacrifices for one reason, because Kali is synonymous with Kundalini. So people don't understand what this is about. I never go out and say, please go torture an animal today. It's not what I say ever. And truth be known, the vegetarians who think they are above it all and that they are so much more compassionate, contrary to popular belief, I don't think that they're sitting out there and allowing the mosquitoes to eat them alive and feast on them. I don't think they're allowing the cockroaches to run over their homes. I don't think they're not cleaning their homes because they don't want to kill any organisms and microbes. Now, if they were these loving, compassionate beings, they wouldn't be cleaning their home. Neither would they take medication because they would allow these organisms to flourish. After all, don't they have a right to live? Plants scream, contrary to their popular belief. Yes, plants have a rudimentary system, and they have been shown that when somebody comes to pluck them, they scream. So what have you got against plants? Just how far do they want to go? If you're breathing, if you're drinking water, you're killing microbes. They're living beings. That's the truth of it. So, you can play this game that you think you're being so much more loving and compassionate, but there is life and death, and this is happening all over the planet. It's part of the system here. Nothing dies in the end. And we're not saying to go out and be, torturing anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, I don't want to, I just want them to sit and look at what they're saying. Because if they're breathing, if they're walking, I don't care if they're cleaning their home, they're killing organisms. They're killing living beings. That's the truth of the matter. And so the next time that the mosquitoes come out and bite, if you're really compassionate, you won't put anything on there to dissuade them. You'll offer yourself up. Come on, have a heart. They need to eat too. Really? Really? So let me know how that works for you. So if the next time they get parasites, they're not going to do that cleanse. Because the parasites have a right to live, for God's sakes. What's wrong with them? And these are the ones that do the cleanses all the time. These loving vegetarians.
It's true.
It's true. It's the God's honest truth. Where's their compassion? You know? If they get a leech on them, they should let that sucker just bleed them dry until they fall off and had enough to eat. That would be the compassionate thing to do. You know? So if you want to come here and you want to try to level those things, you know, think about what you're saying. You know? Because I'm going to give you the truth of it. You may not like the truth. You want your brand and your version of the skewed truth and want to think that you're here and you're going to tell me something that I don't know. I've been forewarned and I have to live with this now, you know. Well, you're the one that's saying that you're the compassionate being that's not harming any living thing. So you're accountable to that action now. That's your proclamation. So good luck when you get to the other side and they want an accountability for all of the germs and microbes that you've wantonly destroyed. You know? And again, do the compassionate thing. Go out and sit there and let the mosquitoes have a nice feast. It's only right. Be compassionate. So, you know, and make sure that you put out enough goodies for the cockroaches and for the rats, whatever there is infesting your home, make sure you feed them, because that's the compassionate thing to do. After all, they're living beings. Don't you have a right to take care of them? So this is, you know, yeah, this is what I have to say on that. So now all the vegetarians can be up in arms. Enjoy that. But then I'm going to call them on it and ask if they're really doing the compassionate thing, if they're really living it to the utmost. And I guarantee they're not living it as much as they think they are. So, you know, good luck with that. So thank you for participating in this little service announcement. And I will continue to bring light into the darkness. And if you don't want to hear what I have to say, why are you watching my videos? That's all. You're awful quiet over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note,
you hit the nail on the head.
hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Well, you know, it's really easy to come here and want to try to school me because you didn't like something I had to say about Nityananda. Good luck with that. You know, but I'm going to continue to stand up for truth, and truth is not always, you know, a popular thing. People want a skewed version of it. I'm not going to skew it. And I will continue to speak out. And I will continue to speak up. That's that. It's the way it is. You know, at least those of us that are, you know, eating meat, we're not playing this con game that the vegetarians are. They're playing a con game with themselves. There's life and death in every moment. That's the truth of it. They don't want to admit that. They're fooling themselves. So no, nobody's saying to go out and torture anything. That's never been said by anyone. Neither is that the stance. That's absolutely ridiculous. Neither did Buddha. They want to think that they're being good Buddhists, but Buddha ate meat. He died because he had got a hold of poisoned meat. So this idea that Buddhists were vegetarians, that's absolutely not true. Buddha's stance on that was, don't go out and kill something especially for me. That's the stance here. You know, don't go out and do that. You know, if I go to Red Lobster or something, I never order a Maine lobster. I never have anything that they're going to have to freshly kill for me. You know, I don't. You know, the way they do it is inhumane, absolutely. So, but again, you know, people that have a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. And they want to run with it, and they want to think they really have something, and yet they have just such a little kernel that they don't know what they're saying. So again, you know, I'm here to bring a little more light in this subject. People may not like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Don't like it. You have a right to your opinion. Go live your opinion. That's fine. Not a problem. You know? I'm not telling everybody that they have to not be a vegetarian. I'm working with people that are Kundalini awakened. And they need to have the meat for grounding. It's very important, or else it will burn out your nervous system. That's the truth of it. Okay? And it's, again, been proven time and time and time again. People come in here that have been vegetarians. They're so ill. They're ungrounded. And the minute they start eating meat, it straightens out for them very rapidly. So, you know, they can talk all they want. But when it's been proven time and time again, talk is cheap. Okay? That's all. So on that note, we'll go ahead and end this. And thank you for participating, and I will get this up online for our friends. That are here to tell me how horrible I am, and that I have to live with the consequences of these actions. And yes, indeed, everyone has to live with the consequences of their actions. 100%. No problem with that. Okay? Namaste.
Namaste. Bye.